Hello and welcome. Today is day 5 of my 30-day cyber challenge. We're still working through the Introduction to Cybersecurity learning path, and I'm currently in the Intro to Defensive Security module. So we started that one yesterday on task 1. I do have task 2 already opened up. And before I start reading, I need to go ahead and zoom in a little bit. All right. So task 2, areas of defensive security. In this task, we will cover 2 main topics related to defensive security. The first, SOC, which is Security Operations Center, where we cover threat intelligence, digital forensics and incident response, or DEFR, where we also cover malware analysis. So Security Operations Center, or SOC. A Security Operations Center is a team of cybersecurity professionals that monitors the network and its systems to detect malicious cybersecurity events. Some of the main areas of interest for a SOC are vulnerabilities. When a system is vulnerable or has vulnerability weaknesses are discovered, it is essential to fix it by installing proper updates or patches. When a fix is not available, the necessary measures should be taken to prevent an attacker from exploiting it. Although remediating vulnerabilities is a vital interest to a SOC, it is not necessarily assigned to them. All right, so let me go ahead and zoom in just a bit more here. Oh, perfect. All right. Policy violations. We can think of a security policy as a set of rules required for the protection of the network and systems. For example, it might be a policy violation if users start uploading confidential company data to an online storage service. Okay. Unauthorized activity. Consider the case where a user's login name and password are stolen and the attacker uses them to log into a network. A SOC needs to detect such an event and block it as soon as it's possible before further damage is done. Network intrusions. No matter how good your security is, there is always a chance for an intrusion. An intrusion can occur when a user clicks on a malicious link or when an attacker exploits a public server. Either way, when an intrusion occurs, we must detect it as soon as possible to prevent further damage. Security operations cover various tasks to ensure protection. One such task is threat intelligence. So we can kind of see we got an image here. They're monitoring a bunch of data and network, and we just got graphs. All right, the next item is threat intelligence. In this context, intelligence refers to the information you gather about actual and potential enemies. A threat is any action that can disrupt or adversely affect a system. Threat intelligence aims to gather information to help the company better prepare against potential adversaries. The purpose would be to achieve a threat-informed defense. Different companies have different adversaries. Some adversaries might seek to steal customer data from a mobile operator. However, other adversaries are interested in halting the production in a petroleum refinery. Example adversaries include a nation-state cyber army working for political reasons and a ransomware group or gang acting for financial purposes based on the company or target. We can expect adversaries. All right. Intelligence needs data. Data has to be collected, processed, and analyzed. So I'm gonna go ahead and read that one more time. Data has to be collected, processed, and analyzed. Data collection is done from local sources such as network logs and public sources such as forums. Processing of data aims to arrange them into a format suitable for analysis. The analysis phase seeks to find more information about the attackers and their motives. Moreover, it aims to create a list of recommendations and actionable steps. Okay? Learning about your adversaries allows you to know their tactics, techniques, and procedures, also known as TTPs. As a result of threat intelligence, we identify the threat actor or adversary and predict their activity, and consequently, we will be able to mitigate their attacks and prepare a response strategy. So we can kind of anticipate what they may or may not do and help to lower the risk. So digital forensics and incident response, or DEFR. This section is about digital forensics and incident response, DEFR, and we will cover digital forensics, incident response, and malware analysis. Those seem to be some obvious. All right, what is digital forensics? Forensics is the application of science to investigate crimes and establish facts with the use and spread of digital systems such as computers and smartphones. A new branch of forensics was born to investigate related crimes, computer forensics, which later evolved into digital forensics. In defensive security, the focus of digital forensics shifts to analyzing evidence of an attack and its perpetrators, I was about to read that as perpetration, and other areas such as intellectual property theft, cyber espionage, and possession of unauthorized content. Consequently, digital forensics will focus on different areas such as file system, analyzing a digital forensics image, which is a low-level copy of a system's storage, reveals much information, such as installed programs, created files, and partially overwritten files and/or deleted files. System memory. If the attacker is running their malicious program in the memory without saving it to the disk, taking a forensic image, low-level copy of the system memory, is the best way to analyze its contents and learn about the attack. Okay. System logs. Each client and server computer maintains different log files and what is happening. Log files provide plenty of information about what happened on a system. Some traces will be left even if the attacker tries to clear their traces. Okay. Now, network logs. Logs of the network packets that have traversed a network would help answer more questions about whether an attack is occurring and what it entails. All right. Incident response. An incident usually refers to a data breach or cyber attack. However, in some cases, it can be something less critical, such as misconfiguration, an intrusion attempt, or a policy violation. Examples of a cyber attack include an attacker making our network or systems inaccessible, defacing, or changing the public website. And data breach is stealing company data. How would you respond to a cyber attack? Incident response specifies the methodology that should be followed to handle such a case. The aim is to reduce damage and recover in the shortest time possible. Ideally, you would develop a plan ready for incident response. So this would be something that you would kind of have already prepared. Now, I'm sure you'd have to make some adjustments on the fly. The 4 major phases of incident response process are preparation, detection, and containment, as well as post-incident activity. So we're going to start with preparation. This requires a team trained and ready to handle incidents. Ideally, various measures are put in place to prevent incidents from happening in the first place. Detection and analysis. The team has necessary resources to detect any incident. Moreover, it is essential to further analyze any detected incident to learn more about its severity. 3. Containment, eradication, and recovery. Once an incident is detected, it is crucial to stop it from affecting other systems, eliminate it, and recover the affected systems. For instance, when we notice that a system is infected with a computer virus, we would like to stop or contain the virus from spreading to other systems, or clean and eradicate the virus and ensure proper system recovery. And the last item is post-incident activity. After successful recovery, a report is produced and the lessons learned are shared to prevent similar future instances. So we can see we've got the loop here of preparation, detection, comes around, containment, eradication, and recovery, goes out to post-incident activity, but this process will constantly flow, as we can see. Post-incident comes back around, and we pre-prepare. That's too funny. All right, malware analysis. Malware stands for malicious software. Software refers to programs, documents, and files that you can save on a disk or send over the network. Malware includes many types, such as virus is a piece of code, part of a program that attaches itself to a program. It is designed to spread from one computer to another. Moreover, it works by altering, overwriting, and deleting files once it infects a computer. The result ranges from computer becoming slow to unstable. A Trojan horse, which is a program that shows one desirable function but hides a malicious function underneath. For example, a victim might download a video player from a shady website that gives the attacker complete control over their entire system. Ransomware is a malicious program that encrypts the user's files. Encryption makes the files unreadable without knowing the encryption password or key. The attacker offers the user the encryption password if the user is willing to pay a ransom or a fee. Fee for the key. All right, malware analysis aims to learn about such malicious programs using various means. First, static analysis works by inspecting the malicious program without running it. So you inspect it without running it, okay? So maybe looking through the source code. Usually this requires solid knowledge of assembly language, okay? A processor's instruction set, i.e. computer's fundamental instructions. And the second is dynamic analysis, works by running the malware in a controlled environment and monitoring its activities. It lets you observe how the malware behaves when running, okay? So you'd kind of test it out. You would see what that malware is about. All right, let's see what our questions are today. What would you call a team of cybersecurity professionals that monitors a network and its systems for malicious events? I would say that's probably the the Security Operations Center. Oop. Oh my spelling today. All right. What does defer stand for? So if we don't know, we can always roll back up. But it was Digital Forensics and Incident Response. So we're going to go ahead and type that. All right, and submit. Which kind of malware requires the user to pay money to regain access to their files? Well, fee for key was ransomware. All right, perfect. I'm gonna zoom back out a little bit here. And we can see we have completed task 2 inside of Intro to Defensive Security, and we have task 3 remaining. That is it for day 5.